Welcome back. So glad you could join me for another episode of If I Die Tomorrow, where we handle all kinds of topics and subjects that sometimes can make us laugh and sometimes make us scream. And we are trying to navigate this life with dignity, grace, humility, and some kindness. Today's topic is about procrastination. And we all have those big goals and little tasks that we put off. From, let's say, writing a novel to finally cleaning out the garage. We tell ourselves we'll do it someday, but what if someday never comes? I think the procrastination problem is a very familiar feeling. And let's be real, because I believe we've all been there. We have a huge project due, and instead of starting it, you find yourself organizing your sock drawer or watching 3 seasons of a show on a streaming service. Why? Because we often put off what's difficult, uncomfortable, scary, or that makes us feel very, very anxious. We fear failure, and sometimes I believe we even fear success. This is where the question on If I Die Tomorrow comes in. It's your wake-up call. It's my wake-up call. It's not a doomsday prophecy. It forces us to confront our excuses head on. I believe we all have enough excuses probably to write a book on everything. I mean, we could probably come up with an excuse for every single task, chore, ask. So I'm glad I'm not in this alone, and I'm glad that we can talk about it together. If you knew your time was limited, would you spend it scrolling through social media, or would you finally make that call you've been dreading? This question shifts perspective from the abstract of someday to the very real right now. Everyday obstacles that are in our life are not necessarily roadblocks. They're opportunities in disguise. Yes, I know what I just said. I know that I am taking away a lot of our reasonings and comfort and excuses, but it's okay, I promise. By looking at these tasks, items that we procrastinate on, and we turn them into the opportunities in disguise, that dreaded doctor's appointment you keep rescheduling, it's a chance to actually take control of your health. That difficult conversation with a family member, it's an opportunity to build a stronger relationship. The pile of laundry, oh, the dreaded pile of laundry. Well, it's a chance. I know I'm stretching it here, but it's a chance to feel refreshed and organized. And just because I'm trying to look at it in the positive doesn't mean that you can't still go, oh, laundry again. I get it. I really do. Because it seems like you keep doing it and it just keeps coming back. But that means that you're living a life. And isn't that something to be celebrated? So if using the If I Die Tomorrow mindset helps you see these tasks not as burdens, but as essential parts of a life well lived, if you only had one day left, would you want to spend it feeling overwhelmed by a messy house or a pending chore? No, I know I wouldn't. There's lots of things, but no, not that. I would want to feel a sense of completion and peace. And I'm hoping maybe that resonates with you as well. This question turns everyday chores into an act of self-care and respect for your time, because your time is valuable. It's important. And believe it or not, it's not just important to you, but it's important to the people that love you and want you in their life every day. It's not just about the big things. It's about making every moment count. And we have been trying to do that through all of our conversations. And I'm hoping as we repeat it enough to ourselves, it'll stick. But what about when you're feeling stuck? I mean, sometimes the feeling of being stuck is actually the biggest hurdle, especially when you're dealing with procrastination. You might feel so overwhelmed by everything that you don't even know where to start. And if this sounds like you, the solution is not to think bigger, but to actually think smaller. The "If I Die Tomorrow" question can still guide you. I often say that we are all given a plate, and sometimes our plates are just heaping there, and it's, you have no idea how you're going to get through it all. But if you actually just take one bite at a time, you'll eventually get through it. And it doesn't seem as overwhelming as when you just look at the whole thing. So yes, step back from the big picture and look at a small portion just to get you going. And also, instead of asking yourself, would I regret not doing this? Ask, what is the one tiny thing I would regret about not starting? Is it making one phone call? Writing one paragraph? Sending one email? Don't worry right now about finishing the entire task. Just start it. This small step can break the cycle of procrastination and show you that you are capable of forward momentum. Your future self will thank you for taking the very first step. I thank you for taking the first step. You chose to listen to this. And I love having these conversations with you and trying to come up with different solutions for some of our everyday noise and things that can make us overwhelmed and anxious and put off or angry or sad. And I think by having our conversations, it can be helpful to not just me, but I'm hoping to you as well. I'm going to give you a call of action. I'm going to give you a challenge. I know I've been doing that lately a lot. So I hope you're enjoying the challenges because it stretches yourself. It makes you reach and ask and look at things honestly. That's why I do it. So your challenge, should you choose to accept it, boy, that felt like it should have had Mission Impossible music by it, but it's just to pick one thing. One thing that you've been putting off. It could be that phone call, a difficult email, a reach out to a friend that's been on your mind, Or it could just be clearing out the messy junk drawer that we all have and secretly like to pretend is not there, or that we're the only ones that have it. I think, and if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I think every single one of us has a junk drawer. I might have a couple. Shh, don't tell. But I'm going to ask you to just do the one thing. Pick one thing and do it today. Don't wait for someday. See how good it feels to check it off your list. And then it's one less thing you have. And one less thing is always a good thing. And see, it's one less bite you have to take off of that plate. So I hope you do it. I hope you let me know how it goes. And until next time, be kind, be grateful, stay humble.